Vaughn, thank you. Well, a grand jury has indicted a Lexington County man for illegally accessing his former employer's computer network to change the distribution levels of chemicals at a Sumter County poultry plant.
51-year-old William Taylor was charged with 6 counts of unauthorized computer access.
Our Naomi Popa has been going through the indictment and spoke with the U.S. attorney on the facts of this case.
So, Naomi, what are you finding?
Well, first and foremost, the company that Taylor worked for and the poultry company are not listed in the indictment. That was not provided for us. Federal investigators are saying it happened within 3 months of being fired. In August of 2023, the indictment alleges Taylor tapped into the company's computer network remotely to manipulate the chemicals used at the poultry plant.
These charges every day.
Charges that could lead to a maximum 60-year federal prison sentence if William Taylor is convicted. Acting U.S. Attorney for the District of South Carolina, Brooke Andrews, says Taylor was fired in May of 2023. That's when he gave up his company credit card, keys, and other company equipment. The indictment says Taylor still maintained access to certain network and login capabilities of his former company.
Most people refer to this as hacking. Turns out the employee in this case originally had access. That access was revoked, and he still continued to find a way into the computer system and to use it to sabotage a former client of the company's.
Sabotaging, according to the indictment, by changing the distribution, flow rates, and solution levels during multiple stages of the poultry processing.
And there were times where he increased the amount of chemicals. There were times where he decreased that amount of chemicals. But he did that after he was fired, and his access to that computer was actually a federal crime. And it was one that could have had substantial harms for the consumers as well as this company if he weren't found out and caught by the FBI.
The indictment states Taylor turned off not only the alarm systems that would traditionally trigger if there was a problem, but the email addresses that could typically be notified of chemicals used and their amounts as well. The chemicals listed in the indictment are peracetic acid and sodium hydroxide, 2 active ingredients allowed in sanitizers for the use of food contact surfaces and equipment, according to the U.S. Department of Agriculture.
It's still not clear, I think, exactly what his motivation was, but he does appear to have been a disgruntled employee with an axe to grind against his former company, and I think he was trying to get them in trouble by doing this.
Andrew's telling me there's no serious health threat to the public, but he says investigators are still trying to determine the impact this had on the company. Taylor will appear for his initial appearance on April the 30th. Reporting in studio, I'm Naomi Popa, WIS News 10.